Hello, I'm Nilüfer Aydınoğlu. I'm an associate professor of marketing in the business administration department at Koç University. I've been at Koç for 14 years. Before that, I had my undergraduate degree in international trade, and then I had an MBA. Both of these were in Turkey. And then I went to the States for my doctoral studies and completed my PhD in business administration, a specialization in marketing in University of Michigan. So I basically specialize in consumer behavior, and I teach in the undergraduate program, master's in international management program, and also the business administration PhD program. So basically, the fact that Koç University is a globally prestigious research university improves the quality on many aspects, of course, in education, the collegiate environment, and also the value of the degrees that it offers to its graduates. First of all, this strength as a research university allows us to attract globally renowned faculty. So our faculty holds degrees and has prior employment at prominent universities around the world. We have a relatively low teaching load, which allows the faculty to focus more attention on individual courses and also specifically on students. We're still enthusiastic about teaching. We also have a dynamic curriculum in line with the global developments and trends because the faculty follows these developments closely. The students also can have exposure to academic debate and access to research projects. We have multiple research centers. They can work with individual faculty or in collaborative projects. The research projects also allows the university to have close ties and partnerships with universities around the world. So this puts us on the map. So we have various partnerships with global universities. So this allows for exchange programs, study abroad program options for our students. And especially the business administration students are very, very active in participating in these international programs, both the national students and the international students. The research projects also allows us to establish close ties with businesses and communities, so students can have exposure to real life business and social issues. And if they choose to participate in these projects, they can actually have individual impact on the topics that are important to them. The university also has many interdisciplinary study options. There's actually great leniency provided to students for designing and structuring their years at Koç as they like. So they can do this with opting to aim for a double major. If a double major seems too much, you can also opt for minor studies. You can also choose as many or as diverse courses as you like with the general elective options that you have. We also have specialization tracks. So for instance, in business, we have an entrepreneurship track, retail management track, business analytics track, sustainability and impact management track. So once the student fulfills the requirements of these tracks, and many of these courses are also cross-listed, so it's quite possible to actually complete multiple specializations and have these as a support for your career prospects. There are also multiple interdisciplinary programs with active projects and events going on. For instance, there's a global learning and leadership for sustainability program. So both the exchange students and the international students can also choose to voluntarily participate in the activities of such programs. The business administration program intends to prepare students to assume leading roles in business, academic, and social institutions. So the curriculum is basically designed to develop these academic and personal skills. In their first years, the students complete a liberal arts core program. So this is across the university and intends to develop critical thinking skills, creative and analytical mindset, and helps the students to develop and internalize ethical thinking and the impact of their decisions. After completing the core program, BA students get exposure to basic business functions in introductory courses. So this includes marketing, finance, management and strategy, operations management, accounting, information systems, etc. So they basically take all of these courses as area core courses and have sort of an interdisciplinary view at business life in general and the various functions that entails managing businesses. And then basically till the end of their programs, they have the flexibility to shape their studies that fit their personal interests and objectives. So they can, as I've explained, they can participate in specialization tracks. They can also design their individual general electives as they see fit. So they can basically prepare themselves to work in diverse multifunctional areas of business life, specifically focusing on the areas that interests them the most. The Koç University BA program also has a capstone project. Students usually complete this in their last years. So they basically work on a real-life business project with collaboration with companies in teams, and the course is coordinated by faculty from multiple different functions as part of the business administration. So the course is usually coordinated by 3 faculty, and the students basically work on the project throughout the semester. It's a very applied, real-time, real-life project that they also have exposure to the business life. And then they do a nice presentation to the whole BA faculty and students and share their work. It's actually a very enjoyable time for us where we get to discuss the details of their projects and the new ideas that they brought to the table. The companies are usually very happy with these projects. In addition to the regular programs, the students can also do independent studies one-to-one with faculty. Here, they just need to find a topic that interests both the student and the faculty, and it can be more academic, it can be more applied, it can be very specific. So they design the course and then work on this project one-to-one with faculty throughout the semester in line with their interests. Many of our graduates, as part of the business administration program, opt to continue their academic studies with graduate work. So some of these may stay at Koç University as part of the business school and also the other faculties. For instance, as part of the Graduate School of Business, we have programs such as the full-time and modular MBA programs. We also have specialized MBA programs in health, design, and technology. We have a Master's in International Management program. We have a Master of Science in Finance, and of course, a PhD program in Business Administration focused on multiple functional areas within business administration. Some of our students also prefer to go abroad for their graduate studies. This is valid for both national and international students. They pursue degrees in very prominent universities in the States, in Europe, in Asia now, so basically across the world in prominent graduate programs as well. So our business administration graduates, if they choose to start working, they mostly go into corporate life. A limited number of them also start their own businesses. For those aiming to go into corporate life, we have more preference for consulting and audit sectors, banking and financial services, FMCG and retail. And there seems to be a growing interest in technology companies nowadays in terms of where our graduates want to work with and end up with their first full-time positions. In supporting these placements, we have a very active and effective career development center. So they give career advising, which stems from anywhere from CV development to mock interviews to identification of personal interests through inventories. They hold also one-to-one meetings in giving this support with our students. And they also have various events and seminars throughout the semester for career network development. The Career Center has also a strong database with job and internship opportunities in Turkey and abroad. So usually students can use this opportunity in terms of the initial network. When it comes to international students, they can technically work part-time during their studies as well in Turkey, but they would need their companies to manage their working visa processes. So the opportunities here might be a little bit more limited, especially for those without Turkish-speaking abilities. So if the student does not speak Turkish, then they can opt for the Career Center's international database and sort of secure options for in their home countries or other countries for part-time internship or full position options. The international students can also work on campus during their studies, but this is on a voluntary basis. For instance, in research centers, functional units, or as part of projects to enrich their personal development and basically support their CVs toward their career. But in terms of managing their daily expenses, they should plan for supporting themselves during their time of study. There are scholarship opportunities for international students, which are evaluated during the admissions, but this is only for tuition. So in terms of the life expenses, they should plan for how they will support themselves during their studies. For me, Koç University is basically a great place to work and study. I always feel proud to be working here with the university as a whole, with my colleagues, with the research that we do and the impact the institution has on various constituents. And of course, I'm very proud with my current and former students. That's sort of the fun part of my work. And I hope to see some of you also joining us in the future. And I hope to see you in my classes or in my projects as well. Thank you.